So some people in the comments were like saying what I really couldn't put my finger on, how I've been feeling for the last couple episodes at least. Not even like you know the the diddly that just happened. That's a whole nother story. But like there definitely seems to be that lack of romance, I guess. I mean, it's probably what they were trying to go for, and it's Shizune. So I don't know. It just feels kind of strange. I wouldn't necessarily say bad, just strange. Maybe that changes as we go along or continue on with the story, but that's how I'm kind of feeling right now. Because literally after you got together with Shizune, it was never brought up ever again. Than the last few episodes or play sessions that I've done. And then last time it was just like, oh, I guess we're doing this now. So it's just kind of weird, but hey, we all have these weird stories sometimes. The days since have passed by so quickly that they seem to have slipped through my fingers like water. Every time I've tried to talk with Shizune, she's been out running errands with Misha, or with Misha, or possibly with Misha while running the errands. I feel like she's avoiding me. I'm not surprised. Of course it bothers me, but I think the way she's acting seems pretty natural. Then again, it's not like I've been through this before. Oh, hi, Misha. Some people like your hair now, but others, they're like, oh, bring back the drills, and I'm just like, I think you rock them both, so whenever I can't find Shizune, I end up running into Misha, and when I do, I ask her to help me with my signing. However, she always ends up squirming out of it. The fuck? We're leaving after today, so I'm determined not to let her escape this time. Once we head back to school, we're probably going to have to start grinding through more student council affairs in preparation for the school restarting. And I don't want it. I want to brush up on my signing as much as possible by then, even if it's a day's worth. Come on, it's pretty much just having a couple sign language conversations. You do that like all the time. Actually, you're literally doing it right now. Really, Hick-chan? That's funny. Misha temporarily stops her unconscious signing in order to wave her hands in front of her face in denial, but then quickly resumes gesturing everything that the both of us are saying to no one in particular. It's out of like reflex, because you do it all the time. Hick-chan, you're so persistent. Suddenly being interested in sign language again. Could it be that Hick-chan wants to make a career out of it? That's not fair. That was my idea first. You should be careful, Hick-chan. Time changes. Fuck. Times change too quickly. By the time I decided I wanted to be a sign language interpreter, they had cell phones that people could type out whole paragraphs on. Amazing. Not good for me, though. Oh, now it's even worse. Now, we have literal portable computers that are small everywhere we go. As if she knows that another deferral isn't going to cut it this time. Misha changes her tune pretty quickly to a more apologetic one. I'm sorry, Hick-chan. I'm just so tired. Especially lately, even though being with Hick-chan is fun, she has way more energy than me. Teaching on top of that would be too tiring. I don't have that much stamina. Sorry. She doesn't seem very tired, shouting the statement with her usual cheer and vigor. I know it's wrong of me to keep pestering her like this, though. Actually, Hick-chan and I were planning on going shopping today. It's our last chance to pick up some souvenirs. Souvenirs, huh? I almost forgot that I was on vacation. I understand what you're saying. Teaching doesn't seem so easy. Hideki asked me to teach him how to, how to sign, and I was unbelievably lost the whole time. Well, I wonder how it'll work out for you when you become a sign language teacher. Can't get tired too easily doing that. Yeah, right. I hope not. Hick-chan, now I'm kind of worried. But souvenirs. So some other time, Hick-chan. Do you want us to get you something too? I just because I understand doesn't mean I don't want her to teach me. I suppose I can't press any further now, though. Even I'm bothered by how selfish it would seem to do so. I give up. No, don't give me anything. I'm serious. Don't surprise me with a funny shirt or something, okay? I swear to God, if I get a funny shirt, I'm gonna be real pissed. I'm gonna be real pissed. I don't like the sound of that. Neither do I. Slipping on her shoes, she yells goodbye to the otherwise empty house and opens the door to leave, letting a cool breath of fresh air into the hallway. A tuft of dark hair peeking through from the doorframe tells me Shizune is waiting for her outside. Good morning. Can't hear. Misha translates for me from beyond the doorway, and Shizune turns around to give me a small wave. Even though it's different from her usual offhand greetings in the smallest ways, there's an unmistakable hesitation there. Leaves me with a vaguely empty and distant feeling. Yeah, like our relationship. Oh my God, again. Hick-chan, you're up early. Am I interrupting a conversation? I was trying to get Misha to teach me how to talk to you, but I guess I was being impatient. And it can wait. You two were planning on going shopping today anyway. Having Misha there, I forget to sign my words as I say them. Unfortunately, since Shizune moved to fill the doorway, Misha is behind her. This brief misalignment in our positions means that what I'm saying is totally lost on her. I don't understand you at all. Oh, trust me, not a lot of people do. I get it. There are things I want to say that I can't put in a way she would understand. And these are entire conversations that she could have that would go right over my head. I want to tell her now that it won't be that way for much longer. But now they're gone. Instead, I just say never mind and tell them to have a good time, then wave them off. Seems like everyone is out for the day. So I sit down on the biggest and most comfortable looking chair in the living room with a book. I'm a big reading loser. Says me. Not a sign language book, but one of the novels I checked out from the library my first week. Like finally actually getting down to reading it. That was so long ago. I should really start chipping at that pile of books I borrowed. Or at least return them. Oh no. 16 pages in. Jigoro walks into the room. It's all over for me. A stack of papers in one hand, and his sword twirling idly like a baton in the other, casually shaking water from a recent shower from his hair. I'm scared. What if he accidentally twirls the sword, but the sheath comes off, and then the sword flies at me and stabs me through my throat, and then it becomes a very dark story. Upon being seen doing something so ungentlemanly, he freezes like a deer in the headlights and slowly moves on to smoldering with powerful but baseless fury as he sits down on the couch a few feet away. This is only the third time I met him, and I'm already starting to feel nauseous on reaction. I guess in a way, this could be considered a kind of charisma. What? I haven't even said anything, and he already seems less than pleased. It's likely a bad idea to provoke him, and just talking to him may count as provoking him. Or not talking could provoke him. Dude, I think we're fucked either way. However, I can't help thinking of the alternative situations that could play out. Let's say I don't open my mouth at all and walk away, maybe to go read in my room or outside. That would definitely go down as an unforgivable insult. He would probably tell me to hold it and destroy me. Either way, I'm not too polite on my part. What are you reading? The draft of my autobiography. It is the story of a man who wakes up to find an uninvited guest in his living room, sitting in his chair and reading shallow literary dreck. I barely started reading the book. I don't even have an opinion on it. I can already see how this conversation's gonna play out, so I might as well try to steer it in a different direction. Oh boy, where's Hideki? You even ask questions rudely. Disgraceful. That aside, why would you even ask me such stupid questions? How would I know? Am I my son's keeper? Yeah, technically, yes. Yes, you are. Well, you are his dad, and it seems like he does live here, so... But I guess I can't say that, tempting as it is. Dude. Not gonna lie, if he gave us the choice, you damn well know I would have clicked it. I give up. I already tried to make small talk with him and failed. It's like trying to talk to a brick wall that also hates you. That is my cue to just take my leave and sift through my wallet to see if I have enough money to go to a movie. Oh, we could go see The Rise of Skywalker. Wait. This came out in like 1962 or something, so... As I'm about to stand, I have second thoughts. I'm too tired to go through trying to smooth over my problematic situations by trying to continuously walk away from them. It's hypocritical of me to get upset at Misha for trying to defer things when I even run from my own girlfriend. Hey, he actually said girlfriend. When Jigoro attempts to stop me, I'm almost glad, even though I no longer have any intention to leave. Wait! Well, he says it with plenty of authority, but nothing else, as if it's just a particularly commanding afterthought. Only a very powerful or a very arrogant person can tell someone to hold on in such a manner. I'm sort of impressed. You are in the student council with Shizune, aren't you? What is your job there? I don't really think there's specific roles other than president. Shizune is always trying to round people up to help out here and there. Usually we might get like, I don't know, one person to pitch in, but otherwise it's the three of us, and then we kind of just do whatever needs to be done. It's crossed my mind a couple times, around when I first met her, that Shizune's disquiet analytical stare might be because of her deafness, but it turns out it's a trait shared by everyone else in her family. And that is okay with you? Why, what? Why wouldn't it be? I don't understand. You, Shizune, and the pink-haired girl? Is that really your entire student council? With a student council that small, they wouldn't even bother to hold elections. I'm going to guess and say that you didn't join the student council. Shizune drafted you into it. Kinda. You said you do not know exactly what your title is. That makes sense. I suppose if you weren't even elected, you can be expected to know. After all, if you are not elected, you aren't really anything. I guess if we were to put roles, I would probably say Misha's the vice president. I'm like, Big Loser. That's my title. Just Big Loser Town. No one is going to respect a student council like that. An unelected body of 3 people trying to scrounge up the equivalent of temp workers? It must be a sorry school if 3 kids having a tea party can handle every issue. What's how small it is have to do with anything? If the student council gets things done, isn't that enough? It's not a game either. Maybe you should actually come to the school one day. Damn! If you get there on the right days, you might even be able to see what Shizune is able to accomplish. Do you think I have so much free time that I can afford to waltz over to your boondocks and watch my daughter's feats of self-aggrandizement? I have never been more disgusted in my life. What you're saying is they might as well not have a student council, but the fact remains there is one, and Shizune got elected to it, and for her, it isn't a meaningless position. In fact, she works very hard for it. You sound like someone who voted for her. No, I wasn't actually there for that. Ha! You didn't even vote for her. Well, besides that, why don't you ask Hideki about this? What? Shizune has wanted to be a high school student council president since middle school. She would have him read all her practice speeches, wasting his time. For what reason? This whole time he hasn't even looked up from thumbing through his manuscript. It's getting increasingly frustrating. He keeps changing his face though. Because it isn't a game. We don't run the school. But it's not like we're just playing around, you know? And it's not like we're not taking it seriously. I wonder if it is so wrong to not be a purist. I have been to your school. Really. The students there. Oh boy, I can already think of about a million things he might say, and I'm preparing for my heart to sink on hearing any of them. Watch out, your heart might fucking explode. It's funny, they are probably things I've thought before. They don't even have cleaning duty. What? That's literally not what I thought he was gonna say. Even that's not what I was expecting at all. He's also wrong. They do. I should know. I get to skip out on it since I'm in the student council. Boom! The concept of being wrong confuses Jigoro. Wrong? What? I'm never wrong. I should take this opportunity to go on the attack. It's really odd that I'm thinking this way about a simple conversation. It sounds like the last time you were really there was some time ago. If you can just leisurely write some memoirs, you can talk to Shizune now and then. Don't you think that she has stuff that she's proud of? That's how young people are. We have things to be proud of. If you're writing an autobiography, I mean, really, you should get that. If you're writing an autobiography. Such an opportunity and I blew it. I don't know how I was expecting him to react. Maybe introspectively, but Jigoro only grows angrier by the second. Yet as he does, he also seems calmer in a way. More sure of himself and in control. Who do you think you are to assume that my life is so easy? You haven't even read my biography, yet you are able to tell me how I should handle all my affairs, including dealing with my own daughter? You could never understand. Even if I were to get up from this couch, walk over to you right now and punch you in the forehead with brass knuckles with a condensed edition of my life story on them, leaving my biography imprinted on your face, you would not understand. For 12 years, Shizune did not even talk to me, even though I hired multiple tutors and interpreters of all sorts for her to try and get her to become normal. Normal? It isn't as simple as you think it is. If she does not want to bother with me, then fine. I assume that is normal. When was the last time you talked to your parents? Huh. He's got a point. It's been a while. And I feel ashamed. More so that he caught me than at how easily I could have dropped my parents a phone call or sent them an email. Or even a letter. And I just haven't. This knowledge only makes me feel more ashamed. I thought so. If I wanted to see my parents, I couldn't. This is different. You aren't even that far from her. That's literally just a train ride away. What are you? That is enough. No means no. You are very persistent. If only it was about something that mattered. I can't see what you may have learned from my daughter aside from that, and how to backtalk people. Is that it? The answer is yes. I wasn't this persistent or argumentative brain before meeting Shizune and Misha. After all, prior to meeting them, I just experienced a small death. It's a mystery as to why I refused to join the student council in the first place. A small death. Possibly it was from trying to get away from their nagging so much that I was able to get my energy back. It's a cute idea. I think about again why I'm still here. Arguing with Jigoro's pointless, yet I think I almost look forward to it. This is weird. And he's right. I cannot understand him. Even if I did, he wouldn't care. I'm a louse that crawls on a whale. Wholly insignificant. He has a confidence that I don't have. Shizune does. And it could be that the reason why I'm here right now in an almost shouting match with her father is because of some of that bravery is rubbed off on me. However, I don't have anything to keep going. It's over. I'm done. Still, I hate him. I don't know what I can do. A few months ago, I think I would have punched him and let the consequences play out as it may. Dude, you would have died. He could literally just rip you in half with his hands. His just bare hands. But now I can't risk it. If he were to hit me back, he'd likely kill me. Also, we have a heart problem. I'm sure any sort of conflict could get us just fucked. So he could literally just smash us in the chest once, and we're probably done. It's over. So in the end, the only thing I can do is look at Jigoro in silence, knowing that I have no reply and hate him and feel completely at a loss. Oddly, he takes it as defiance. Fine then. Have fun with that. Oh, picking up his sword and using it to pull himself off his feet, he turns and casually saunters out of the room. I want to throw my book after him, but I'm happy to finally be alone. He just chucks the book. It just hits Jigoro in the back of the head. It's like, the fuck? Even if I'm not in the mood to read any longer. Well, that happened. Dude, all the interactions with her dad are just the worst. He's just a pain in the ass to deal with, and I know that's what they made him for. Our return trip to the school keeps getting delayed in one way or another. Shizune and Misha come back so late that there's no use even leaving, and we end up staying another day. Well, the morning after, we miss the train by a single minute, and the next two don't arrive. We missed the fourth train because I wandered off to get a drink in the meantime. Shizune wasn't very happy about that. Look, okay, hold on. How could I miss the fourth train just getting a drink? Don't they usually stay docked? I mean, I guess that would be the appropriate word. Don't they just stay there for like at least a few minutes? And then they go? I couldn't have been gone that long to get a drink. God damn it. Fucking, we suck. By the time I finally get back to my room, I feel so tired, even though I spent most of the ride back sleeping. Dude, it's that jet lag, except it's a train. I can't say it's only because of today. This seems like a familiar symptom of traveling. It's not the first time it's happened. Oh, and now we fade off into existence. If no one has beaten me to it, I could do a thesis on it. Maybe get in a medical journal. Returning from a trip syndrome. That's not very creative. I fall asleep before I could think of a better name. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Did the bomb go off? Hold on. A loud knock on my door wakes me up only a few hours into my nap. I'm annoyed because I'd just been in the middle of a dream that I can't remember, having been woken up in the middle of it. But I'm sure it was a good one. Dude, I've been having weird dreams lately, but we ain't gonna talk about it. I briefly wonder who it could be, but it's not like I get many visitors, so I'm sure it's Kenji. I'm gonna bet it's not Kenji. I hope he's just rolling out some of the welcome wagon and not gonna hit me up for some money again. If that's the case, I'd be almost touched. Oh, and okay, he just falls back asleep. Not touched enough to fight off the urge to roll over to go back to sleep, though. Dude, that door's gonna be banging again. Or not? Okay. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they didn't take out the battering ram and just smash open the door. A few hours after that, I wake up again and immediately spot an envelope on the floor. It must be something that came in the mail while I was away. That's Shizune and Misha's department, so I wonder if they dropped by to give it to me, or maybe someone filled in for them in their absence and told Kenji to pass it along. Oh, god damn it, it's a fucking Owanako letter. Every time, man. When I pick it up, any remnants of sleepiness in me instantly vanish. Even if the name of the sender wasn't on it, I would have known whom it was from by looking at the envelope itself, realizing why it looked so familiar. By recognizing the delicate handwriting addressing it. It's from Iwanako. At first, I can't believe it, but it wouldn't be too hard for her to track me down if she wanted to. Ooh, burp. Of course, I had thought that she would want to. She was maybe my girlfriend for all of 5 seconds. After all, after that, we barely spoke to each other. Dude, literally, we died. We had our heart issue right then and there, man. I wouldn't even say we were together at that point. It would be too easy to put this letter away somewhere and forget about it. A part of me wants to do that or throw it away unread. Why I want to do these things, I don't know. It would be easy to do them, easier than to read it. Oh, here he goes. It's this fucking letter. Sitting the envelope open on the tip, with the tip of a pen. I'm surprised by the length of the letter that spills out. It's basically, here, dear Hasao, how are you? I hope you're well and happy at your school. Everyone here misses you. Almost all of our second year class got put together in class 3-1 for the final year. So we're pretty comfortable right from the beginning of the year. I'm sure you would have been assigned to this class as well. Yada, yada, yada. The mood among the third year seems to be very anxious about the final exams, even though they are so far away. The teachers are badgering us about it all the time. Even old Mr. Tachibana, who is, by the way, our homeroom teacher this year. Would you believe it? I would have thought he would have retired after our second year, but here he is, nagging everyone about studying for exams. I think things like that are the main reason why the mood among the third years is so nervous. I must admit that I'm somehow losing confidence in myself as well, even though I've always fared reasonably well in exams. And it's just like blah, 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 blah. The small talk makes me feel nostalgic. It's almost like I'm in the hospital again. No, don't take me back there. Every now and then, Iwanako would drop by and give me a gist of what was going on in the class. Even then, I had an inkling that I would never return to. Feels bad. It's so weird that we're already seniors, isn't it? Time has really flown past. I wonder where it went. The new first year seems so young and somehow really innocent. I keep wondering if I was like them in my first year. I've been feeling nostalgic like this for the whole first trimester. There are other things I want to say. I'm writing to you because I felt that there are things I should have said after the incident back in winter. I really regret that I wasn't able to say them in person and I had no excuse for it. The truth is, the times when I visited you at the hospital made me worry about you. I am not talking about your health. You seem to become more distant and disheartened. I mean, literally, I had a heart problem. I feel like anyone would become distant and disheartened for at least a little bit after realizing, oh, I almost died. It was natural after something like that happened, I'm sure, but somehow I got the feeling that you had given up on something back then. Happiness, maybe. Probably. I don't know. I wanted to somehow express my feelings, but the right words didn't come for me. To me, not for me. I couldn't say anything to comfort you. I'm really sorry for not being able to support you when it mattered most, even though I like you so much. At least now, finally, I can be more honest. You straight up left me. in that, oh, god damn it. What a convenient time for her to rediscover her sincerity. Well, even as I think that, I know she's right. Distant and disheartened is a good way to describe it, and maybe I'd given up too. It weighs on my heart when I think back to when I was lying in the hospital, feeling so bitter when she finally stopped showing up. I wasn't surprised, and I had no right to be. How could she not stop coming when it was the only expectation I had of her? She dropped by for all of 6 weeks after the incident. If I drifted away from her, it was because I could feel her already moving herself away from me the moment she showed up. If I could go back to those quiet days in February and March, I'd tell you to not give up on yourself. That's what I would say. Maybe you wouldn't have drifted so far away if I just said something. I hope you managed to get back on your feet on your own. Dude, I'm already on my feet. This letter ain't helping. Now that the distance between us is also physical, it also feels more final, somehow. I wonder if we will meet again. Perhaps it's for the best if we don't. Still, if you would like to correspond with me, by all means write me back. I'd very much like to hear about your new school and what you're doing. I wish you the best. Sincerely, Iwanako. Roll it up, throw it in the trash. Ah, excellent. It's a strange feeling. I know that I'm never going to hear from her again. If she really wanted to keep in touch, she wouldn't have picked a medium-like snail mail to do it through. If she could get my address, then my email or phone number, then my email or phone number wouldn't have been much more work had she wanted them. This is only a goodbye. I mean, in the letter, she literally was like, oh, this is more final. I exhale, only just now becoming aware that I had been reading with bated breath. Who's being distant? Iwanako? But maybe it really is for the best. For her to pick up a pen and write this letter to me, it can only be because she felt guilty about how things ended. That she was hurt by how we floated out of each other's lives makes me feel sort of wistful happiness. Don't even think about it. I almost want to thank her, and I only don't because I know she wouldn't want me to reply. Oh my god, stop fucking knocking on the door so loud, it's freaking me out. There's a knock on the door. Then it opens anyway about a millisecond later. I forgot to lock it stupidly. Oh, Jesus Christ, it is Kenji. Dude, I always lock my door. I'm fucking telling you. I'm the fucker that literally checks the door like 17 times to make sure it's locked. A.K.A. Kenji. Sup, man? Why's your door open? Why'd I say it? Door? Dude, brain ain't working well today. But brain ain't working. It's the sickness, man. I run to the door faster than it probably is medically safe for me to do so, because our heart can literally explode from the slightest physical shits. So I can prevent Kenji from seeing the mountains of pills just a couple feet away from him, blocked from his sight only by the door. He probably wouldn't even notice. He has eyesight issues. Then there's the letter I'm holding. If he asks about it, I don't think I can make up anything convincing. About 2 feet away from him, I realize that his vision is so bad that it was probably never an issue. I'm telling you. He didn't even see me about to practically tackle him back through the door frame. Hey, what the hell, man? What are you talking about? Your room has a billion locks on it, yet you just barged through other people's doors. You didn't even wait a second after knocking before you tried the door. It literally, you knocked and then turned the doorknob. It was simultaneous. You were opening the door while you were knocking on it. See? That's exactly why I have all those locks. It's a cold and uncaring world. A gate crasher's world. Now you also understand. I just taught you a valuable lesson, dude. Knowledge is power. Why are you yelling at me? I'm a hero. Look at you. You didn't even lock your door. The average woman could have killed you 1 billion times already, then replaced you with a female clone, indistinguishable from the original. It almost happened to me. Oh my god, I want to hear this story. Ignoring the latter part. No, you don't ignore it, since it's too confusing. It's funny he should say that. He was unable to stop me from tackling him head on, yet apparently a woman could have killed me 1 billion times over. If this man is a hero, we're all doomed. What's that you got there? Oh shit, somehow he's able to see the letter in my hand. With how I've been with how I've been waving it around, it's no surprise. I fold it back up quickly, but I take care not to whip it behind my back or anything else. That would be too suspicious. It seems like I'm jumpier than I thought about Iwanako writing to me. I got a letter. Yeah. Oh yeah, I put that there. I was sleeping. Then I woke up because I heard explosions. Oh my god. I put on my helmet and then peeked outside to see what was going on. But it was just that student council woman banging on your door. It was the one without pink hair. She was knocking so loudly that it was obvious she was filled with murderous rage. Rage at you! Then she somehow sensed me behind her, and I tried to escape, but it was too late. She caught me and started pointing at the door. I opened my mouth to tell him that she's deaf, but decided not to for various reasons. I didn't really get it, and she got more and more pissed off, like an old man trying to use a touchscreen phone. She was going to kill me and replace me with a woman version of me. But then the sunlight reflected off my glasses and blinded her, saving my life. What the fuck? It was like, behold, optic blast. I don't know how someone with glasses can be hurt by glasses. She uses them too. She should be immune to their death rays. But whatever. She gave me this envelope with your name on it and just left. Clearly she was out for blood, so I lied and said you were away. I think you were away, right? I've been trying to ask you if you wanted to help me with my homework for a week now, but I kept getting no answer. Welcome back, man. Thanks. Yeah. So she gave me this envelope and it had your name on it. I didn't want to hold on to it, because what if it was a bomb? So I just shoved it under your door when she was gone. Oh, so it's a bomb, so you're going to sacrifice me. I was going to tell you, but you got back before I could. At least it's not a bomb. Gee, thanks. You know what? I'm not going to help you out with your math homework, because what if your math textbook's a bomb? He looks devastated, and he's also considering the possibility that it really could be a bomb. I guess it's possible, since no one really uses their math book and all that much. I throw the letter in the dresser behind me and turn to leave, swinging the door shut behind me as I do. It collides against the tip of Kenji's shoe and bounces back open, while he hops around for a bit, acting like it hurt way more than it should have. Oh, now he's here. Before I know it, he's already inside my room. I'm powerless to stop him before he scoops up the letter, strangely ignoring the towers of pill bottles surrounding it. Don't read mail that isn't your own. Come on, what is it? A love letter from your girlfriend? Did she include any photos? Sexy photos? Man, I wish. Reclining against the dresser and paying no mind to the bottles he sends all over the floor by doing so, Kenji quietly reads through Iwanako's letter. He literally... he didn't even hear. The process takes seemingly forever, and with how close he holds it to his face, makes it look like he's trying to eat it. Who's Iwanako? My ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend, huh? This is a breakup letter, then. I thought they were a myth. No, I mean, kinda, but really, she's been my ex-girlfriend for a while. Anyway, I think I'm already over it. Kenji gives a thumbs up, clearly relieved that I'm not going to take this into an awkward direction. Although I almost want to, since I told him not to read it. I want to see how he'd react. Yeah, that's a good attitude. It's all right. I had a bad breakup too. But you can't let it get you down. I mean, look at me. Yeah. Yeah, then. But hey, she wrote you a letter. Maybe she wants to get back together, huh? It says right here, write her back. You could do it. You should do it. Is she cute? For a guy who thinks feminists are working to enslave men everywhere, he really is interested in cute girls. Dude, no man can, no matter what, can be not unswayed by the adorableness of a woman. I guess, I don't know. I have a girlfriend. Besides, look at the context. She doesn't want me to write back. Just because that's what it says, it isn't what she means. But that's what she wrote. This rockfish kid chick totally still wants you. It even says it right here. I read it. I know what it says. I told you, you had to look at the context. She said I drifted away from her, and everything there shows she accepted that. I think the reason she wrote me is that she just wants to, I guess, part amicably. But we're done. She doesn't want to get back together. To get back together or whatever you're thinking. As I think about it more, it sounds to me like I'm trying to just make excuses for myself. That's not a good place to be. I'm positive that she doesn't want me to write her back. I can live with that. If I were to write her back and get a less than desirable response, or hell, not even no response, I would just be crushed. Perhaps the fear of that is why I'm trying to justify my decision. It could be, but I don't want to think about it. The thought is oddly repulsive. Why is this such a big deal to you anyway? Good question. Because you should write back to her. She wants you to. I want to see what the response is going to be. Damn, it doesn't even have to be a nice letter. That's cool too, but you could write an angry letter and call her out. That's my new attack strategy. I'm just going to call women out. You should try it. Even if she wrote me a letter, you have to understand what that means. Writing someone a letter is different now. It's not something you just do. Not in this kind of situation. Especially when phones and all that. You can pick up your phone and call someone across the world in an instant. And talk to them almost like they were there with you. Or hell, you can even send them an email. They'll be notified instantly that they got it and reply back just like that. A letter can be a personal thing, but she wanted to keep me at an arm's distance. It's not like I can pop over there and visit her. If I had her number, I could call her. Or if I had her mail, I could email her. If she really wanted to hear back from me, she would have dropped one of those in here. But no. Dude, Kenji is all about this. I didn't think we'd be having this talk with Kenji of all people. I feel silly for continuously reassuring myself that I'm not fazed by Iwanako writing to me when it's obvious that I am. It could be a gradual thing for her. She might be too shy to call you up. I remember my girlfriend would always send me text messages because she was so shy. That's how it goes nowadays in this day and age. It's more texting than actual calling. It was annoying as hell, man. I didn't really give a shit about phones, so I didn't have the thing. And it turns out I had to pay for every single one. But I don't like phones, so I couldn't even call her back to tell her to cut that out. I did it anyway, though. I called her out. I haven't used a phone. It was literally the call out. I guess it was. Even if he's right, it means that Iwanako still wants to keep her distance from me. She's not ready to chat with me comfortably. Why? Am I some kind of freak? I'm not reassured by her actions anyway. In that case, maybe I'm just overdoing it. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But I just don't know. Kenji can't think of anything to say to that. And the silence that follows is so awkward and thick that I start to count the seconds until he's made up a reason to leave and excuses himself. I miss her. Oh my god. Your ex? Yeah. Even if she was insane, It was nice being with her. My back hurts. If she were still around, I could tell her to massage it. I don't know how to use an oven either. I miss baked food. And we would go bowling in the hallway sometimes. I miss that too. I had to bowl all by myself during that last festival. I'm feeling sad. And why are you bowling in the hallway? You're gonna hit someone. She used to say that all the time. Kenji sighs nostalgically. Dude, I already knew! That's why I did it! Clearly not appreciating just how badly someone could get hurt by slipping on a bowling pin. Is that your concern? Dude, apparently neither did his girlfriend, since she bowled with him. What a strange definition of love, but I guess it's something. Maybe you should write her a letter. If she writes back, you could get married. Uh-oh. Married? No. Okay, fine, but why not? You clearly like her even though you hate women. Feminists, not women. Feminists! There's a difference. There are non-feminist women. Damn, your discrimination is incredible. Correlation doesn't equal causation. Even if she is insane and a woman, it doesn't mean she is a feminist insane woman. It's like how the absence of evidence isn't the evidence of absence. If it's true, then by the relative property, the presence of evidence doesn't equal the evidence of presence. Oh my god, I'm dying. Actually, I think it is. I don't think it's called the relative. I don't think it's called the relative property. No, shut up! It's mathematics. Are you saying math is wrong? You wanted help with math earlier, so I think he's wrong. So even if Kenji has someone he likes, I'm tempted to ask why he and his ex broke up to dig for more information in general, but I shouldn't. Damn it! Not only would it be prying, but he might reverse the question back to me. I mean, if he's like, hey, why'd you guys break up? I could literally be like, cause my heart died. This conversation makes me think about Shizune, although the thoughts I'm having are scattered and wispy, just questions. I wonder if I even had the chance to love Iwanako. No, you didn't. And this whole situation with her still stings me. A sour note in the back of my mind. I like Shizune much more, yet it feels like I'm chasing her even now. I don't mind the chase, but I want to close that distance between us. Iwanako's letter is responsible, but I've also felt this way for a while. I've come closer, but it's not enough. I want to try again right now. Oh, okay. I tell Kenji to get out so I can change and then head for the student council room. Oh, no. Dude, I didn't expect that Kenji scene. That just came out. I'm glad we got more Kenji time, cause there definitely, as comment said, there definitely has been a strange lack of Kenji, and I need, like, although it's stupid, I need my Kenji batteries refilled as we go through the playthrough, because clear reasons. He might be insane, but we need him, man.